Good evening, Huskies! I'm John Henry Burke, and welcome back to UCTV News.
And I'm MJ DeVivo, and here's your UConn news for April 2023.
This past Saturday, April 15th, was the second and final UConn Bound Day of this year. The campus was bustling with several tour groups as admitted students imagined themselves as future Huskies. In addition to tours conducted by current UConn students, those who attended were treated to a welcome ceremony in Gamble Pavilion, as well as several presentations and seminars held by UConn staff.
Last year's admission cycle broke records, and this year was no different. The university received 48,000 applications for its Storrs campus class of 2027, an increase in 5,000 from last year. It is expected that 4,100 of the accepted students will enroll at Storrs this spring, with about 1,675 at regional campuses.
In international news, violence erupted in Sudan this weekend when a paramilitary group known as the RSF attacked Sudan's army. The RSF says it represents marginalized groups and seeks to take down the country's elites, while the army accuses them of domestic terrorism. It's unclear as to who's winning the fight, with the RSF claiming to hold several key sites in the capital, while the army denying the RSF is anything but small pockets of rebels. What is clear, unfortunately, is that civilians are being caught in the crossfire. The Central Committee of Sudan Doctors reports 97 civilians killed and up to 1,000 people injured. The U.S., as well as Sudan's neighbors Egypt and South Sudan, have all urged for an end to the fighting, while the African Union has announced its top diplomat is on his way to negotiate a ceasefire.
Within the states, the Montana Senate voted Thursday to advance a statewide ban on Chinese-owned social media platform TikTok, calling the service a threat to privacy, national security, and public safety, making it the first state to approve a full ban on TikTok. Last month, TikTok chief executive Shao Zi-Chu faced questions from lawmakers in Washington as he attempted to mollify bipartisan fears about the social media app. Congress's fear is that the Communist Party could request access to the 150 million TikTok accounts in America and potentially spy on American citizens. Although there's no publicly available evidence suggesting that Chinese officials have ever attempted to pry into TikTok's data. 7 of the scholarship spots on the UConn men's basketball team have opened up, with Adama Sanogo and Jordan Hawkins announcing they're both putting their names in the draft, and Andre Jackson just declared earlier today, but still has college eligibility. Naheem Aline is transferring to St. John's, Yarin Hassan has entered the transfer portal, and Joey Calcaterra has exhausted his eligibility for the NCAA. In addition, Richie Springs has just put his name in the transfer portal. The Huskies are still waiting on whether or not senior point guard Tristan Newton intends to go pro. The University of Connecticut Hillel hosted a Remembrance event today on Tuesday, April 18th, on Holocaust Remembrance Day. The event, which took place from 4:15 to 7 p.m. at the Dodd Center's Conover Auditorium, featured the testimony of Holocaust survivor Nina Jacobs, as well as a Q&A session with panelists who spoke on behalf of various organizations across the country. The event, called Remembering the Shoah, opened with a candlelight vigil to remember the 6 million Jews that died in the Holocaust. Refreshments were served by UConn's Kosher Dining, and Connecticut Attorney General William Tong was at the event making special remarks.
A few weeks ago, the Office of Sustainability held an environmental involvement fair where multiple environmental organizations across campus came together to showcase the opportunities to get involved with sustainability on campus. Let's head over to MJ for more.
We're here at the University of Connecticut's Spring 2023 Environmental Involvement Fair, where UConn student organizations that focus on the environment and sustainability are encouraging students to help save the planet.
So with Engineers Without Borders, we kind of combine engineering and humanitarianism to do like community-driven projects, community service projects. For example, we're drilling wells in Kenya, we're making community kitchens, and we're installing solar panels, rain-fed gardens, those type of things.
This is UConn Beekeeping Club, and it's pretty straightforward. We keep bees. We try to teach people from like an amateur beekeeping perspective how to get the basic functions of beekeeping down. So like how to take care of a hive, how to clean things, how to harvest honey, how to like gauge the health of your bees, that kind of thing.
This is a UConn Cannabis Club. This is purely an educational organization. We talk about a bunch of different fields, whether it be the legal topics internationally and domestically. We talk about biotechnology. We have recently actually worked with Professor DeBacco to create a minor for cannabis cultivation.
Today's event is run and sponsored by UConn's Office of Sustainability. It runs from 3 to 5 today, and after the involvement fair is a green career panel at 5:30 at the lecture hall, filled with experts and information on how sustainability and the environment can connect to any career path.
It's imperative that students are educated because the environmental field and the field of sustainability have intersections with every single major on this campus. Whether you're a physics major, you need to learn about propulsion. Every major has a connection. You look at business nowadays, ESG, corporate social responsibility. We talk a lot at the end of the day about intersectionality within the environmental field, and I feel like students, that's how you engage students in every facet. So that's why I think it's important that students care about this.
I think that getting outside and spending time outside is really important.
This is a great way to get outdoors and a great way to keep active on the weekend.
For me personally, it definitely helps with my academics. Being able to get outside with friends and kind of take a load off is very helpful to unwind from a stressful week.
For more information on the environmental clubs here at UConn, you can look up the Office of Sustainability website. For now, this event gets a green thumbs up from UCTV News, Mary Jasmine DeVivo.
Well, Huskies, that's it for April 2023. I'm John Henry Burke.
And I'm MJ DeVivo. Thanks for watching UCTV News today. Have an amazing April and a great rest of your semester.